Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has predicted the collapse of the main opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Edo State following the defections of its members into the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). Okpebholo gave the forecast while receiving the member representing Ikwoba-Oka State Constituency, Nicholas Asonsere, who dumped the PDP for the APC. Asonsere's move to the ruling party gives APC majority control in the Edo State House of Assembly with 15 members, while the opposition has 9 members. The governor thanked all new members who joined the APC from other parties and assured them that the party is a place of opportunities as they will not be discriminated against but given a room to contribute to the development of the state. Thank you for the decision to join the APC and all of you that moved to our party. The winning party will not regret it. The party will stand with you as it is a place of unlimited opportunities. When I came into the APC, I never had the mind to contest for any position, but look at where I am today. I was pressured by people who love good things to contest as a senator and governor, and I won both elections. And today, look at where the state is. That's coming from Okpebholo. Well, let me get your reactions as regards to this. Okpebholo's predicting PDP's collapse in Edo State. What would you make of this story?
Victor, you see the way I'm seated with hand akimbo as
I'm wondering why the sitting position.
Yeah,
what
as you read this statement by Okpebholo and the APC. This is what we say in Nigeria. This is no news for me because in politics there is always alignment and realignment, and the nature of the Nigerian politics is not is no different, and our own is becoming too glaring, is becoming too obvious, and cross-carpeting means nothing. Some people even want to get access to any political party at all. Look at what is happening to the Labour Party, that all the people that won election on their mantra has left in droves.
All right.
So the person who defected from PDP, you'll find out that most of them worked against the PDP. There is no doubt about that. Even during the election, some people will be moves in their parties to work against the party.
Right.
Because it's not long that Okpebholo, who is still having his electoral victory, is still being challenged in the court. He has not even gone through the whole hog of knowing whether he has really and truly won the elections. And people are cross-carpeting and making a whole lot of noise about it. I mean, for me, it is really absurd because this particular PDP man should be very shameful. Should be very ashamed of himself.
I mean, why should he be shameful of himself?
No,
he gave
he
reasons
should be ashamed
why he
of
said
himself.
that. Why? Because he gave reasons. He said when he came into the party that good people there in the party pressured him.
No, you're talking about the governor himself.
Yes, I'm talking about Okpebholo.
Yeah,
So he said you said what he said is absurd.
No,
so
I mean the person that cross-carpeted.
All right.
The defector himself.
Asonere
should be ashamed of himself because the party just lost the election.
Okay.
And his party is contesting the outcome of that election. So even if he has the desire to defect, he should have waited until the legal processes and the challenge of that particular election is done with. Then he can now know that APC has really grabbed the power.
All right.
But as it stands now, I think it is nothing justifies him to cross-carpet unless he has been a mole. And you saw the fallouts within the PDP ranks during the last elections.
Let's look at the Nicholas Asonsere's side now. Well, just like you said that after they finished challenging the case in court and they've already given the rulings and all of that, and Asonsere now is defecting from the PDP now to the APC. So one thing I would like to know is how significant is the defection of Asonsere's in shifting the political balance in Edo State?
We have not seen any political balance.
Significance.
No, there is none at all. That's why I said in good reasoning and thought, if they have good advisors, he would have waited until the litigations surrounding the outcome of the elections is done with. If the PDP, if the APC finally wins at the Supreme Court, he can go ahead and cross-carpet. But doing it at this particular time is really absurd to me.
Okay.
Because I don't know what he's bringing to the table in APC that has already gone through the process of election, and they won election without him, unless he has acted as a mole.
Okay, so looking at this now as a political analyst now, how would you say, I mean, what does it signal about PDP's internal cohesion in Edo State now?
See, the defection in Nigeria, in Nigerian political space, don't tell me anything about how healthy or frail the party where someone is coming from is. All of them are looking for an opportunity. This is only individualistic.
Okay.
They are egocentric. Those politicians, they are opportunists. All of them are self-centered. So doing those things is where they will find favor. See, as APC has clinched this particular governorship election, in the House of Assembly, there will be room for chairmen of committees, Victor.
Okay.
There will be rooms for people to be given juicy or jumbo portfolios, as the case may be. And the APC had a very minor significance of number of members in the State Assembly, because this State Assembly you're talking about, we are majorly PDP. So how many months have PDP gone? This should have been an opportunity for them to have a robust and healthy debate and legislation that will make Edo State, a center of attraction. If you understand what I mean, if PDP is the majority in the House,
okay, and
you have an APC governor, you could see how balanced or how the State of House of Assembly will now serve as that watchdog it truly is in a democratic setting. But when everyone begins to align with the governor, when everyone begins to align with the ruling party, it doesn't make for that robust and a healthy rivalry in the House of Assembly, which will now give the people the so-called, in quote, the dividends of democracy, which we hear in Nigeria, which never comes to the people.
Talking about dividends of democracy. Now, Okpebholo has attributes APC's appeal to its developmental focus in Edo State. Now, the question is, I mean, what specific policies or projects, from your own perspective as an analyst, I quite understand the fact that you're not in Edo State, you're in River State, but as a political analyst,
we monitor
information
what goes around in other states.
Happens, right? So, what policies or projects under his administration might be driving these, defections, people defecting from the PDP to the APC? What do you think might attract these people who are defecting, such as the Asonseries case?
If you had listened to me very well, you would have also known why they defected. It's selfishness. It's self-aggrandizement.
So are you saying that
there is no
Okpebholo have not done anything that
he has not
at some point might attract somebody to the party?
Politicians are not even attracted by what will benefit the people.
Okay.
Even if when they are in that position, assuming Nicholas gets a juicy appointment or juicy committee to head in the House, to oversight, and something comes out from his office for the benefit of his people, he will not, I'm saying it on national TV, he will not, because he's not the first, he will not take it home.
Well, you can't say
he
for
will
sure.
First, we are in this is you called me a political analyst, and we are political watchers. You say precedents are set, and from what has happened over time, you can draw your premises. From your premises, you draw your conclusion. So, if he cannot wait for his party that is going through litigations, and his constituents that voted him as an APC flag bearer and a PDP flag bearer, not APC. APC was there when he campaigned and rode on the mantra of PDP to win that election. And Obaseki did well to his own ability. and has just recently left office. And the PDP is challenging this particular outcome of the elections in Edo State. And what happened? Victor, you know that this particular house, which has majority of PDP members, started by aligning with the governor to rubbish the LGA chairman. They went through the court processes. The governor removed them. They were putting some other people in charge, and you saw how the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy. Even the house that is majority of them are PDP members aligned with Okpebholo to suspend elected chairman of PDP extraction.
All right.
So if such a person has been in the saddle, Victor, and he's now defecting, what is propelling his defection in good conscience? If you ask me, is it that Okpebholo in few months have done something that Obaseki didn't do? And you saw that Obaseki, if nothing that Obaseki did that drew my attention in Edo State throughout his tenure, was his hosting the National Sports Festival. And making sure that Edo State, we are paying 70,000, even other people, we are paying 30,000. And some states in Nigeria, we are not even paying the 30,000 minimum wage. Even in Nigeria today, that they are paying 70,000, some states have not implemented it. So, what is in it? What are those roadmap? What are those policy proclamations of Okpebholo? And where is Okpebholo tending to that we make an assembly member to have this this quest, and with the fiat and the timing he's doing it? What is it if not for his own selfish gain?
Well, you brought in the House of Assembly, then let's talk about that one as well in Edo State. Well, we've seen how the House of Assembly member under the APC have been growing significantly. I mean, in the House of Assembly. And
where are they drawing there? Where is the pool? Where they are bailing from?
Well, the question is...
No, where is the pool? The pool is from PDP.
All right. Well, the question now is the APC's growing majority in Edo State House of Assembly a sign of genuine grassroots growth or support? What do you think?
You know, the politics of Edo State is dynamic in nature. It's like the politics you will see in Ekiti State, where even if you are in the saddle as a governor, you're not sure of your next election. That is the scenario of Edo State in the Nigerian political space. During the electionary campaign, even if you are a sitting governor, you're not sure, because Edo people are politically aware. That political awareness and the electorate education is very broad, and is always made manifest in every given election. Look at what happened in the 2023 general election. P2B clearly won with Labour Party, while the governor won with while APC now won the governorship seat. So that will tell you the dynamism. And you could recall that PDP won even when the former governor was on seat, and he now cross-carpeted to PDP to contest, and the former APC aspirant Pastor Eze Yamo contested with him again under APC. So if you look at those things clearly, you find out that there is this dynamism that Edo State is bringing into the political space of Nigeria. So even as Okpebholo is there now, with all those things that he's doing, we have not even finished the litigation, because there was a lot of infractions in the last Edo State governorship election, which we are so glad in. Even some of their witnesses indicted the APC and INEC. So we don't know where it is going. You saw the tribunal was 2-1. And the PDP has already gone for the appeal, and they still have a Supreme Court to deal with. So that is why I'm calling to question the rationale that made Nicholas to cross carpet.
Well, talking about,
he's not sure.
Talking about the Edo State House of Assembly, I just want to be sure, and for the sake of clarity, are you saying that the numbers we've seen increased in the State House of in the Edo State House of Assembly
for the
APC is as some form of a reflection of political opportunism, you know, in that sector?
Clearly that, you know, let's say it the way it is. We have seen a major stakeholder in Rivers State say that election results are written in the offices and the heavens didn't fall. So if we say it, I will not say allegedly.
Okay.
Because the person who said it has not been picked up and has not been questioned. So if elections are won through balloting in Nigeria, this kind of shenanigans, you can't see it. These type of things that are happening with our politically exposed person, especially those who ruled on a particular political party to gain election, electoral position, will not be messing up with the people's mandate.
Right.
And my brother, you look at the defect and lose your position. Is it happening in Nigeria?
Okay.
It's not happening.
Well,
So
if this
Victor,
is the case,
wait. If you just oppose it with our electoral process,
okay,
you find out that's why you see all those what do I call it? All those masquerading as politicians.
Okay.
They only align with the politics of now.
all right,
In quote, the politics of now, so that they will gain political advantage, because Obaseki is no longer there to wield the power, to envelope them. Look at the people that won elections in different House of Assemblies and National House of Assembly seats under Labour Party. It was because of the influence of P2B.
okay.
But now that the Labour Party is in deep crisis, what happened? We see them living in droves.
Well, let's bring it back to Edo State now. Well, if you say that is the case, I mean, you know, the growing number of APC in the State House of Assembly is a reflection of political opportunism. Now, don't you think this is going to affect the PDP significantly? And if that is the case, how might the PDP respond strategically in regards to this, the defections, and also regain their faith in all of this?
Edo is not Lagos was a mantra that trended in Nigeria. That I've said here that the outcome of elections in Edo State is not based on party affiliation. It's based on where the people know that their interest, that somebody somewhere is not fanning the embers of, you know, enforcing a candidate on them. Do you get that clearly?
All right.
You will understand what happened in Edo State primaries. There was a fallout in PDP. So that APC clearly got the stake now does not mean that APC holds sway. The person that is defecting, who is he defecting with? Majority of Nigerian voters, they don't align with any political ideology. They are not a members of, just check for instance, Victor, the obedient movement, the Kwankwasia movement, those that call themselves the Baptists that are following President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Those people are not inclined with any political ideology of any political party, but they are centered on individualism. The individual whom they believe they will send to the market, and the person buys what they have listed on the items. And Victor, you also recall that what is happening now, also in those who are defecting from APC to other political parties. When you talk about the coalition and the mega party, the block of CPC. You have seen that Malami has come to say something, that it is not in the place of, I think we get to that story, it's not in the place of them where their allegiance will be. So to tell you that, despite the fact that APC came together through the brainchild of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and it's an amalgamation of 4 or 5 different political parties, then they are still in their individual blocks.
Okay.
That is why you can see APC now using Amakura to go and interface with Buhari to stop that his bloc, the CPC, from leaving the APC. So that is where I'm benching my analysis, that in Edo State, it is not about the card-carrying members of political parties, but the majority of voters. Just like I'm sitting there, I'm not any member of any political party. Right. But when the elections come, I look at the candidates, I look at what they're bringing to the table, and I vote according to my conscience, whether the person wins or not.
Well, talking about future elections, the question is, I mean, how might the PDP, respond strategically as regards to, this issue in Edo State? Now, how might they respond to this in order for them to regain their footing as regards to
Victor? The only way they can,
can you advise them
only way PDP can regain its footing, if assuming without conceding that they will lose the litigation at the Supreme Court, that means they wait for the next 3 years, because the first year is running already.
So is that
so what
do
we now? No. What I'm saying, their response will be to present a candidate that the people want. Any political party in Nigeria that want to, what happened to Labour Party? Who in Nigeria believe that Labour Party will be a party to reckon with? But because of the entrance of P2B, just one person changed the dynamism of the political landscape in Nigeria that has not been had. So the PDP can only regain the trust of the people. I'm not talking about politics now.
Okay.
If you want to win election, use your platform, bring out someone that the people are yearning for, that will give them the desired and needed political dividend. That's the only thing.
Okay, so now looking at this now, we've seen how the APC is dominating those states now. Now the question is, what are the broader implications of APC's consolidation of power in Edo State, most especially as regards to Nigeria's national political landscape, just like you mentioned?
APC is not dominating any Edo State, if you understand the politics of Edo State.
All right.
Edo man is very independent, and he can listen to his mind. There are a lot of things, a lot of states in Nigeria that you don't use peanuts to buy someone's conscience. Edo State is one of those politically exposed states that it is not about being a money bag or maybe what you're throwing about that brings you to power. No.
Okay.
But they look at it critically. So APC should not sing Uhuru. They should not sing hallelujah as we are doing marking Easter today.
All right.
So the only thing that will make APC consolidate is if they are able to give people the needed dividends of democracy, and all their policies are aligning to improving the lives of the average Edo man and bringing in those things, if not the mistake that the former governor made during the primaries. All of them, when they are exiting, they want to bring in their stooge, the person they can control. But if they improve on their internal intra-party mechanism of bringing out a candidate, not based on bias, not based on somebody who wants to become a lord onto the person that will be the candidate, I'm telling you that APC might not survive the way, because what is the governor bringing on board? You asked me a question. Look at the killing that happened in Edo State.
Right.
What did the governor? How did the governor respond? What happened? He left his state and started visiting the state where the person died.